Welcome back. Thanks again for joining us. Our big bet. Now, that is the theme of the 2015 annual Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation letter. 40 years ago, Bill Gates and his childhood friend Paul Allen bet that the software and personal computers industry would change the way people around the world worked and played. Boy, were they right. Some people thought they were mad, of course, at that time. But now Bill and his wife Melinda are taking another big bet that the lives of people in poor countries will improve faster in the next 15 years than at any other time in history, and that their lives will improve more than anyone else's. So here to tell us more about that and exactly how this is going to happen is Dr. David Allen. He's the South African country representative for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. A warm welcome to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Please do elaborate on the big bet and what informs this number 15.
Well, the Gates Foundation is 15 years old, and Bill and Melinda started it with the intention to improve the lives of poor people and to help them to live productive lives. So they've looked on the past 15 years and the improvements in health status and what the foundation has done, and have made exciting predictions for the next 15 years, which you've just mentioned, that the lives of people in poor countries will improve dramatically. So that's an exciting prediction, and it's one that the Gates Foundation is willing to invest its own resources into. So it's an exciting one, and it's important for us to be working in South Africa to contribute for that to happen.
Well, the first big bet, that prediction that software and personal computers would change the way that people work and play, it was absolutely spot on. I think, in fact, they didn't realize the magnitude that would take place. This next big bet, how exactly do you foresee it coming to pass?
Well, we think that will happen through 4 areas. One is through improvements in health. Secondly, improvements in mobile technology, digital technology. Third is improvements in agriculture. And the fourth is improvements in education. So we feel that there will be reductions in child and maternal mortality in terms of health. Currently, Africa imports food. And we think through improvements in agricultural techniques and seeds that in 15 years Africa will be able to support itself. Thirdly, mobile technology and digital technology really offers poor people a chance to save money and to buy products not through cash and not through physical banks. And lastly, infrastructure on online education will improve access to quality education for young people. Certainly that's an important issue in South Africa. It's an important issue in Africa in general. So we think through these four new modalities that the prediction about the improvements in the lives of poor people can actually happen.
Talk to us about which countries were looked at when it comes to this particular big bet, and how you plan on monitoring success in those countries and making sure that your set objectives have been reached.
Well, the Gates Foundation has grants and collaboration with a variety of organizations throughout Africa, but especially in Southern Africa and in Asia. That's where some of the most intractable problems take place. So we're in South Africa for at least 3 reasons. One of which is that HIV and tuberculosis is one of our big global priorities. South Africa has a disproportionate burden of those diseases, and that's why we're here. A second reason is that South Africa has infrastructure to do research into new tools, new technologies, vaccines. And that's one of the important things of the foundation, and South Africa is the perfect place for that. And then thirdly, South Africa is a global leader in terms of development, and is one of the BRICS countries, is part of the G8, and is a leader in developing the new Millennium Development Goals. And so we're here in South Africa for those reasons. Now, you mentioned the importance of monitoring, and that is important. We do have a lot of investments, but it's important that we do grants, we monitor how well they are, how well they're performing, and then we want to learn from the ones that work well as the ones that don't work well, because not everything will work. So monitoring and evaluation is important to us.
Let's talk quickly and as briefly as possible now about the rollout and how people can get in touch with that should they want to partner with you in one way or another.
Well, we have currently over 100 grants that support South Africa, and that amounts to about $200 million of investments that support South Africa now. So that's an important investment that we're making. For anyone that's interested in reading the annual letter, they can go to gatesletter.org. We also think that this prediction won't happen on its own, and that it's going to require a couple of things. Commitment from governments and from citizens, continued emphasis on innovation, and so those things are also important. Anyone that's also interested in our local operations here can call at 011-770-3300.
3300, very easy number to remember. Thank you so much for your time. So for more information, because we didn't even get to discussing the actual Gates annual letter, but you can go to gatesletter.org or .org. The number to call there, 011-770-3300. So that's 011-770-3300. Thank you so very much again for your time.